They were originally designed for building airplanes. So you clamp 3 of them together and build a whole airplane wing on there. Alright, so we've got the upper leg supports on one side screwed and glued. So I've got this huge piece, and it had some bad spots up on the outer ends here. And so I'm just going to trim it with the skill saw, with the radial saw, whatever that thing is. Clamp in place here. And this is like your final, when you screw this in, we'll get to that later, a little bit later, but your final time to double check the squareness of your legs. Because this, you can adjust it and then screw this, put the final screw in here, and that'll give your legs exactly even. Great. That is nice. It's pretty close. So the first lower shelf support is finished, screwed and glued. And now I'm going to turn the table around and do the other one. And then all I have to do left is the 8.5 inch filler pieces. I'm going to cover this bad splotch up with that. So it's gone. And this piece has some little split here and a bad place. Put that on the inside. Just a support for the lower shelf. I'm running low on glue. Make sure these are the exact same height. There's one. I clamp these because a lot of times when the screw goes through the one piece of wood and goes into the next, it causes the wood to jump. Sometimes it can take it pretty far out of whack. I need to cut this. I don't know. Where you mark it, double check that, please. There's one on the inside. I've got the second cross piece in, glued, screwed, cut off. So now I just need to do the doublers, and these are all cut offs from what I've been using. So these are about 8.5 inches, and I'll mark them and cut them. And there's 4 of those. The lower leg doublers. And I'm going to move the table off the old table and on the ground or on the floor, and then cut those to size on the table saw and put them in place, glue them and screw them, and we'll be done. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 screws left. There's a pack of 72. Uno más. Stuff, which looks awful, but it's going to be under the shelf, so it's not like anybody's going to crawl under there and see it. Piece of old pallet wood. So here's what I'm talking about right here. Cross pieces between the shelf. It's upside down, of course. This is a piece of pressure treated. No clamps needed over here. Bet you I can find 2 more of these laying around somewhere. 5 o'clock quitting time. And this table is finished, except for the lower shelf, which is an easy, just cut it out and lay it on there, a couple screws. And I'm out of those 1.5 inches anyway, so let's take a look. There's where we are. There's where we want to be. So this one's done except for the bottom shelf, the one shelf. So let's flip it over and see what it looks like. I'm leaving these clamps on because the glue's still drying. There it is. Looks pretty good. This floor is a little uneven.